Hello my dear viewers. You made it. I knew you had excellent taste. Welcome to the channel, where today, we begin something special. A brand new BokuAka story set in a university theater club AU. And yes, there will be stage lights and chaos, but also, questions. About art. About life. About connection. It's fun, it's a little philosophical, because why not think deeply while wearing eyeliner and quoting Shakespeare? Thanks for being here and I hope you enjoy the story. Art never expresses anything but itself. Oscar Wilde. It was a drizzly Tuesday evening when he first stumbled upon the theater. Akaashi Keiji stood just inside the door, notebook tucked under one arm, watching the barely contained chaos that was the university's drama club. Someone in the back was arguing with a ladder. Someone else was painting cardboard bricks to look like stone. There was a piano in the corner no one was touching. A boy with bleached hair and a clipboard shouted out something about lights, and everyone ignored him. Akaashi had seen disasters before. But never quite this theatrical. "You're new." The voice came from his left, smooth, self-assured, almost amused. Akaashi turned. The boy was already smiling at him, dark hair streaked with silver, eyes gold bright and unwavering. He had the sort of face that invited attention, not for its symmetry, but for its energy. Like a lighthouse. Like something you couldn't ignore even if you wanted to. "I'm Bokuto Koutarou," he said, sticking out a hand. Lead actor. Unofficial morale captain. Official chaos magnet. Akaashi Keiji. He replied, shaking his hand. Scriptwriting track. "Oh, so you're here to tell us what to say." Akaashi raised an eyebrow. "Is that a problem?" Bokuto grinned. "Only if you write bad dialogue." Akaashi wasn't sure what he expected from the club's first full meeting, but it certainly wasn't being drafted as an understudy before he'd even taken a seat. The role's temporary. Oikawa, the flamboyant, immaculately dressed club president, assured him, waving a hand. "Until our actor returns from whatever spiritual journey she's on. You'll just be reading lines." Reading lines turned out to mean standing on stage beside Bokuto and trying not to look like a sleep-deprived economics major forced at sword point to interpret art. Bokuto, of course, was in his element. Every movement he made had weight, rhythm. He didn't just speak lines, he threw them, like lobbing sparks into the air and daring them to catch fire. Akaashi read quietly. Precisely. Unemotional. Bokuto stopped mid-scene and turned to him, squinting. "Okay, wait. You sound like Google Translate." "I'm reading what's written." "Yeah, but not what's meant. I'm not an actor." Clearly. Akaashi narrowed his eyes. "Would you rather I make it up as I go? Like you did 3 scenes ago?" "That was interpretation. That was you forgetting the line. It was artistic forgetting. You improvised a sword fight with a chair. It was symbolic." "Of what?" "Your complete disregard for structure." Bokuto grinned again, and damn him, it was infectious. "You know," he said, walking past him with theatrical flair. "You've got good instincts. You just bury them under all that grump. And you could be little less of a knuckleheaded." Ouch. Bokuto clutched his chest. "Your words wound me." "Good. I wrote them." Later, when the others had scattered and Akaashi stayed behind to observe rehearsal notes, Bokuto returned, energy dialed down, but still present. He leaned against the edge of the stage and watched Akaashi scribble something into his notebook. "You don't talk much unless you're criticizing me," Bokuto said lightly. "You talk enough for both of us." That earned a soft laugh. "You like it here?" Bokuto asked, voice a little less performative. "I'm not sure yet." "Fair." Another beat of silence. "Why theater? You don't seem like the type." Akaashi considered this. "Words are." He trailed off, then started again. "They're tools. Weapons, sometimes. And sometimes, they're the only way I know how to touch anything without potentially breaking it." Bokuto looked at him differently then. Not like a challenge. Not like a critic. Like an equal. You ever think maybe that's the point of all this? The stage, the scripts, the lights, not to pretend, but to say something real without flinching. Akaashi's pencil stopped moving. Or maybe I just like yelling at people dramatically and calling it art. Akaashi looked at him for a moment. Then, just barely, he smiled. Part 2 coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that like button. See you in the next one.